show. All right, we are live, and what's your name?
Ryan Richards.
Ryan Richards is the sound guy. Is there a more official title?
Officially the assistant lighting and sound guy.
Assistant lighting and sound guy at the Ordway+theatre here in St. Paul. All right. So we've been talking about theater and musicals and bad musicals and great parodies of bad musicals. And I asked him where he was from. He said Boise, Idaho. And I'm just going to hold this because I'm being lazy. Tell me about your unique family situation out in Boise.
Well, when my mother remarried when she got to Boise, she married the one black guy in Boise, his name was Tommy. And, he was my father. We were, a couple times we were walking around town, we'd be walking down, and all of a sudden the police officer would stop us and go, excuse me, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Going to the store. Well, why are you going to the store? It's like, well, me and my dad are going to the store. And then it always usually equated to emergency calls being made, handcuffs on corners, and desperate attempts to try to attempt to contact my real parents.
So they thought that this genius black criminal came to Boise, abducted a very noticeable white kid, and walked around the street shopping with him.
Yeah, if I was any whiter, it'd be Canadian. Well, and then we moved to Hawaii, where my mother, she had dark hair and dark eyes, and she tanned really well, so she passed as local. And my stepfather was he was a little bit on the light side, so he passed as local. So we tried to go into restaurants together, and they stopped me and go, excuse me, you can't come in here unless you have your parents with you. And I go, these are my parents. And they go, kid, you can't hire two locals to try to be, your parents. But the nice thing about me living in Hawaii, being as white as I am, I can always go to any hotel and swim whenever I want, because obviously I'm a tourist.
Right, so you got that access that they always try to keep the locals away. Exactly. That's true everywhere. That's true. I've been to Brazil, it's true, and I hear it's very true in Cuba. Everything let locals stay in hotels in Cuba now, by the way, in case you were wondering.
I'll be there next week.
All right, do it, do it. So how are the cops back? You left Boise, what, 8 years ago?
10 years ago.
10 years.
Yeah, actually, when I left Boise, the town was being investigated by the FBI because more people were killed by the cops than the rest of the population combined.
Really?
Yeah. When they got
well, that's one way to up your crime stats, and you have, I guess, to hire more cops. How do you solve that crime?
Boise became the training ground for all the cops everywhere. So you're fresh out of the academy, come to Boise for a while.
And you just kill people.
Yeah. A guy got killed over a traffic violation.
Jesus.
Yeah. So I left.
That's an inspiring place to grow up.
It's a nice place to die.
And now, how long did this thing with? Oh, come on in. It's fine. It's okay. This is normal. You killed, by the way, Julie Goldman.
Put your cell phone and say that.
Oh, come on, Julie Goldman.
No. Baratunde rocked it.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Right?
Thank you very much.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you feel good?
I felt great.
They loved you.
I love big theaters. I love large groups of white people.
You were great.
This is just my thing. This is my.
Do you feel like white people really like you?
That's the goal, smiling so much. I've invested 30 years in this. I better get the white people love.
I think so.
Yeah, I love how you're serious, journalism.
You know, white people respond to you in a way that makes you feel affirmed.
I liked your Hillary story.
Oh.
No, that was it. I was the one I'm obviously an Obamaniac.
I know.
But that's also why I could appreciate you. Just the idea, I loved her. She was a bitch, and I loved it. That's the one reason I liked her. I was like, she did about Hillary out there. It was really awesome.
That's why I love her.
Jim David, everybody, Jim David.
Oh, hello. Are you recording?
I'm broadcasting, actually.
You're broadcasting?
Yeah, this is live on the interweb.
How can you do that?
Magic, mostly.
Right.
Wireless connection. I'm using their Wi-Fi here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's the hotness.
Weird.
The hotness.
Put the plans away.
If you're
the blueprint's in his shirt.
watching this, you have no life. No life.
Actually, if you're watching this, you probably pressed the wrong button. They're a very confused masturbator right now.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, what? I'm learning. Stop. I cannot whack off to knowledge.
Carnal impulses.
And over there we got Mr. James Adomian, a.k.a. President Bush. Hi, Mr. President.
BaratundeThurston.com or something?
This is, this is for everything.
Okay,
this is
$200 right out to it.
And then it's just for my personal website, which has no ads on it whatsoever, and thus could not generate.
It's just out of your pocket.
Yeah. This actually cost me money. So, Mr. Are you gonna be James? Are you gonna be?
I don't care.
We're doing a sit-down. No, you're back in. You're a star. We're sitting down here. This is President of the United States, George W. Bush. Your Q&A session,
I appreciate that.
I think you did a pretty good job with that. Now, the first question I couldn't hear.
Pretty good job. That's the best ratings I've ever had.
Okay. I speak from the heart, Mr. President, and I'm very surprised that you're talking to me. You're not known for really being open to the media, and here we are backstage. You have no aides are around. Why are you doing
because
that?
we've been aggressively fighting AIDS and HBIs. So you say it's not around because they're successful. So you're welcome. All the people out there with AIDS, you're welcome.
What are your plans for the rest of the weekend, sir?
Well, I'm going to go back to the Minnesota State Fair. I saw Al Franklin down there today.
I believe it's Al Franken. And how are you feeling about the upcoming convention? It's here in just over a week. Are the preparations going okay from your end?
From my end, yeah, the preparations are fine.
Okay.
My end, the preparations are more off-site, more remote. There's a closing night bombing of Iran that I'm responsible for.
Interesting. Okay. And can we look forward to, is there going to be live coverage? We're gonna have
It'll be beautiful.
Okay.
It'll be like the opening of the Olympics.
Great. So we can go to
But it'll be a live fire test instead.
Right. So you're not going to fake it like the Chinese did with the little girl.
No.
Okay.
No, we're gonna really roast the little girl.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, unscripted, backstage, no aides around, thanks to his policies. And
you're welcome.
This has been Baratunde with practicing with the N95 on quick.com/Baratunde. Hopefully somebody's watching this eventually. I have no idea. But the battery life's doing all right. And we're at intermission. We'll bring you more post-show analysis later.
Yeah, I think the committee